If you're enjoying this podcast, check out Tales of Wisdom is a heartwarming children's podcast, bringing meaningful stories to life through adventure, imagination, and gentle life lessons. Each episode helps young listeners explore kindness, responsibility, empathy, honesty, manners, patience, confidence, and understanding others, perfect for families who want entertaining stories that inspire better choices and thoughtful conversations. Check out the books at Book Central and ebook it if you've ever needed a gentle reminder that the smallest choices can lead to the biggest lessons. This episode is for you. Today's theme is all about moral stories, those timeless little adventures that entertain us, make us smile, and leave us thinking just a bit more carefully about how we treat others, handle mistakes, and face everyday challenges. These stories may be simple on the surface, but they often carry the kind of wisdom that sticks with us long after the laughter fades. One of the first stories takes us on a lively journey with a character who is eager to impress everyone around them. In their rush to look clever, they end up telling a story that grows bigger and bigger with every retelling. At first, the exaggeration seems harmless, even funny, but soon the truth becomes impossible to hide, and the character learns that trust is much harder to rebuild than it is to lose. The lesson here is clear. Honesty may not always make you the most popular person in the room, but it does make you someone others can rely on, and in the long run, that matters far more. Another story brings in a bit of adventure and a dash of humor. A small, underestimated character sets out on a task that everyone else believes is too difficult. Along the way, there are wrong turns, muddy shoes, and a few moments that would make any listener laugh. Yet the character keeps going, using patience, creativity, and a willingness to ask for help when needed. By the end, what seemed impossible turns out to be entirely manageable. This story reminds us that courage is not about never feeling afraid or uncertain. It's about continuing anyway, especially when the path ahead looks a little intimidating. Sometimes the people who seem least likely to succeed are the ones who surprise everyone, including themselves. The third story is more relatable because it focuses on a common problem: not listening carefully. A young character is so busy thinking about what they want to say next that they miss important advice from someone who cares about them. Predictably, the result is a mess: lost time, unnecessary trouble, and a good deal of embarrassment. But the story doesn't end there. Instead of turning into a blame game, it becomes a warm reminder that listening is its own kind of wisdom. When we truly pay attention, we avoid a lot of confusion, and we show respect to the people trying to help us. It's a simple lesson, but one that can improve nearly every part of life. Finally, there's a story about kindness that begins in an ordinary setting and ends in a very unexpected way. One character notices another who is having a difficult day and chooses to offer a small act of kindness. Nothing dramatic, just something thoughtful and sincere. That tiny gesture sets off a chain reaction, proving that good deeds often travel farther than we imagine. The moral here is especially comforting. Kindness does not need to be grand to be powerful. A little empathy can change the mood of a room, mend a rough moment, or even inspire someone else to pass the kindness along. That's the real magic of moral stories. They entertain us with adventure, humor, and imagination, but they also help us see ourselves a little more clearly. Whether the lesson is about honesty, courage, listening, or kindness, each story offers a small map for living well, and perhaps that's why these stories stay with us. They make wisdom feel human, memorable, and just a little bit fun.